reminder, the '95 winner of the True Value NFL Man of the Year will be honored in Phoenix the week before Super Bowl 30. Nominees from the Chiefs include Neil Smith, Joe Phillips, and Joe Valerio. Dallas nominees Troy Aikman, Daryl Johnston, and Russell Maryland. Men in uniform who in their community give back to others, and we salute each one of the nominees. On this Thanksgiving Day, Lake Dawson with his first catch, 45-yard touchdown to complete a long Kansas City drive of 83 yards. Dion is on the field. He's down at the 10-yard line as Lin Elliott kicks it the other way. Is it a reverse? Kevin Williams starts toward Dion, fakes to him, keeps it, and is out to the 35-yard line. Let's go back to the Kansas City touchdown.
Well, how does a receiver get so wide open against a defense like this? Here's Lake Dawson right here, Darren Smith, but the key is Brock Marion. Watch him come outside and open up that big hole down the middle for Lake Dawson. He goes with the fake outside. The pump fake by Steve Bono makes Brock Marion go to the outside. That's why Lake Dawson's wide open down the middle.
Darren Smith has good speed, but not fast enough to stay with Dawson. 21-12 Dallas, 2:19 left in the third. Emmitt. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Not to belabor a point, but let's go back to the field goal attempt that was not made or didn't go for it. They went for it on 4th down, Kansas City Chiefs. Had they made the field goal, that would have given them 16 points. The reason I say 16 is 12 now. They would have kicked a 1 and put them within 5 points. Now they are a touchdown and a field goal away. They would have been just a touchdown to take the lead, and it changes the complexion of the ball game.
Well, it changes the way you call your plays on both sides of the ball, even your defense. Maybe now you got to take an extra chance because you need an extra possession to score the other points.
Novacek in motion on 2nd and 9. Aikman incomplete and a flag down. His receiver, Michael Irvin, knocked down by Tracy Simeon.
Tracy Simeon, you know, it applies to linebackers along with defensive backs. When a receiver comes underneath, you can't hit him before the ball gets there.
Well, he was only about 2 seconds early, so it wasn't too bad.
Only?
Pass interference, number 54 of the defense. Automatic first down.
Well, Tracy Simeon does a good job. What he does, he stays in position, but he sees Michael Irvin coming across, and instead of just looking for the pass, he decides, well, I'm going to take a free shot at him because he's coming in my territory.
Right, and he's also, well, he's within the 5-yard limit of hitting the guy, so you can hit him in there. The only problem is you can't hit him when the ball's in the air.
Only the 3rd penalty. First down at the 39-yard line for Dallas. Twists out of a tackle, and then he sees Tracy Rogers right there, so goes down. Keith Traylor was the man who was in the backfield, and Emmitt in pain.
Keith Traylor, number 94. Watch his penetration. Keith Traylor is the guy that's going to come inside right here. He's being held at the line of scrimmage. He just knocks Emmitt back to the outside. Now what happens here is this. Does he pull his hamstring? I mean, it might be his hamstring again. He goes down, yeah.
He was on his toes on that left foot as he fell down.
You know, when we talk to this team, and you know, I know you guys have talked to other teams and other players, and look at Emmitt here. He makes that stretch, and that's when he goes down. Now, yeah. He might have twisted his ankle and he stepped on his old man.
It looked like his ankle was caught underneath him just a little, and there was a real hard torque on it just as he gets hit. Watch right here. It could, yeah, that's, I don't know if it's his left ankle right there. Right there, when he turns, that foot stays planted, and that torque on it might have got the ankle or the inside of his knee. I'm not sure.
You know, what I was going to say, I want to ask you guys, we talked to the Dallas Cowboys, and you talked to all these other people in the defensive and all these other people around. All right, I want you to think about something. When you look at the Dallas Cowboys, the 3 guys, Aikman, Irving, and this guy, Emmitt Smith, who is the most important?
Well, that's a good question, and we get a different answer from everybody. And like Barry Switzer, we talked to him. He thought maybe the most important was Michael Irvin, because he says he is my only receiver on this football team outside. If we lose him, we might as well shut up camp and go home.
Or just run the ball from here on out. That brings it, Dick, back to who do you think it is?
Well, as we look at owner Jerry Jones, and that's part of the franchise, the big three, Emmitt Smith being helped off the field. Well, I think it's this man. I think it's Emmitt, because until you stop him, I don't think you can beat the Cowboys.
All right, I want to be the guy that takes the third guy. I'll take Troy Aikman, and the only reason I'm doing that is because the only two losses that the Dallas Cowboys have is when Troy Aikman's been knocked out of the ball game. Then they were unable to really move the football. They had this guy healthy, and they had Irving healthy. So I think that, you know, but if being realistic, Dick, it takes all three of these guys to move this offense.
That's what it is. I mean, it's just a great scenario of teamwork, having a good wide receiver like Michael Irvin, having a wonderful quarterback who's accurate throwing it to him. That helps too.
So 2nd and 12 is Sherman Williams, the rookie from Alabama, replaces Smith into the Johnston, but no gain made, even a loss of a yard. Well read by Martin Bayless.
Do you see what Martin Bayless did, Phil? He goes down to Johnston, and the only way that you're really going to bring this guy down, as small as Bayless is and as big as Johnston is to hit him right in his feet.
Now they're shielding our view with that towel as they look at Emmitt Smith.
He probably pulled his pants down to see. No, they're looking at his knee, and that's what they don't want you to see. Yeah. It's his knee.
Third down, 11. Aikman, he's hit by Smith, and Neil Smith has his 8th sack of the year.
That's where you have to give credit to your secondary. Again, good coverage downfield. They make Troy Aikman look for that second and third receiver. That gives Neil Smith just that extra time. The nice rip uppercut, and gets to Troy Aikman.
And the other thing, too, Dick, they forget about the run. They know they're not going to run the football. It's 3rd and long. But again, Emmitt Smith is not there.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Dallas 21, Kansas City 12. Back after these words from your local station.
Saturday at 8, 7 Central. The network premiere. He's a menace. He's Dennis the Menace on NBC.
Joe Miller's a little excited because right now at Circuit City, everything's on sale. And Joe Miller's the guy with the sale tags. All home and car audio is on sale. Every computer is on sale, too. Our whole appliance department is on sale. All TVs, all camcorders, all VCRs, it's all on sale. And every CD is on sale for just $10.88 or less. Every big screen TV, every boombox, every stereo and CD player. If it's at Circuit City, it's on sale right now. Everything's on sale at Circuit City.
Quickly becoming Rockford's #1 used car dealer, Wheels by RT. It's the new generation of pre-owned dealerships. Our selection is one of the area's largest of quality pre-owned vehicles. And if you don't find what you're looking for, we can get it. Our commitment is your satisfaction. Find out about our special financing and our 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. Check us out today. We're across from Cherryvale next to Menards. Wheels by RT, a new generation in car dealerships.
The Bedroom has no payments till 1997. That's right. Make your purchases at the Bedroom with no down payment, no interest, and no payments till 1997 on beautiful bedroom furniture, on Simmons Beauty Rest mattresses, futon sofa sleepers, Strata soft-sided waterbed, Simmons adjustable beds, and more beautiful bedroom furniture. No payments till 1997. Don't miss it. The Bedroom in Rockford, Crystal Lake, Schaumburg, and Naperville. Tell them, Bear.
Nobody knows more about a good night's sleep than the bedroom.
The authority of the National Football League and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the NFL is prohibited.
Dallas Cowboys look at their star running back Emmitt Smith's left knee as we open the 4th quarter. Chris Boniol for the injured John Jett will be the punter. Vanover back at the 30 of Kansas City. End over end. Good kick, however. Great bounce. Boniol, what a kick! As he subs for Jett all the way to to the 13-yard line. A 56-yard punt for Boniol.
This isn't just any sport utility vehicle. It's the first one from a luxury car maker. With heated seats, retractable mirrors, and power moonroof. The new Acura SLX. It's the most civilized way to leave civilization.
How much closer are our precision heads? Our innovative lift-in cut system? How much better is the latest Norelco? In a word, we've never brought you closer. The Norelco Razor, our closest shave ever.
Sears knows you're busy, so to keep you rolling through the holidays ahead, we're putting all tires on sale through Sunday. Every tire for everything you drive. They're all on sale. Come see the merry side of Sears.
Imagine a satellite system that received transmissions from 22,000 miles in space. Imagine if it turned digital signals into vivid pictures and CD-quality sound. What would it look like? How big would it be? Oh, about 18 inches. The RCA Digital Satellite System. Customized programming and the power of digital technology. Now in a convenient take-home size.
The NFL on NBC is brought to you by Acura, who introduces the Acura SLX, the most civilized way to leave civilization. By Aptiva, the home computer from IBM. Welcome to the future. By the Norelco Razor, for our closest shave ever. And by Miller Lite. When you've got the great taste of an ice-cold Miller Lite, life is good.
Kansas City ball at the 14-yard line. Who carves the turkey? I'm in charge of the Chardonnay and the Bordeaux. You want to take the turkey?
I thought the thing was, who is the turkey?
Yeah, that's right. That's more important.
Bono. Wide open as the tight end Cash. No one picked him up. And Cash, first down at the 32-yard line. 18 on the play. But the focus here in Dallas, and the concern, of course, is on number 22, Emmitt Smith.
All right, we're going to show it to you. We're going to stop something here. Watch Emmitt Smith, and I'm going to circle a couple things. His ankle and his knee. His ankle and his knee. Right here is where it's going to happen. Watch this. That never moves. And then watch his whole body will turn this way. And when he does that, his ankle stays. And there's where his knee gets hurt right there. Look at his ankle on the ground. His foot, and when he comes back, you'll see that step there. And then that's when he goes down.
First down, Chiefs. They trail by 9. The give is to Hill. He's got terrific speed. And Hill, who went from Dallas High School to Texas A&M to a #1 pick for the Chiefs, running hard out to the 40. A gain of 8 more. Darren Smith made the tackle. And the Chiefs are perhaps the best fourth-quarter team in the NFL. Look at the games where they've been behind in the fourth. Down 2 touchdowns. The Giants won in overtime. Beat the Raiders. Beat the Browns. Lost to the Browns, trailing in the fourth, and beat the Chargers. And they've won 3 overtime games. Play action for Bono. Well protected. Goes long. Vanover. What a catch! Against Larry Brown. And the rookie from Florida State has continued impact on this game.
Let me ask you something. Tell me, what was Larry Brown waiting on? It looked like he had great position, Phil.
Well, you're going to see right here, he's trying not to cause interference. I don't know if he knows the ball's coming. Vanover waits the last second to reach out and catch it. Good job by Tamarick Vanover keeping himself between the defender and the ball. Watch right here. He sees the ball coming. Larry Brown really never looking for it. Waits too long.
He never looked at the ball. He never looked back for the ball, Brown.
40-yard catch for Vanover, who has 3 receptions today. Now it's Hill, and Hill drives close to the 15, a gain of 5. And we started the telecast today talking about the 46-man depth of Kansas City and how in the fourth quarter they've outplayed teams all year long. Some feel it's because they've used all their players and they're fresher in the fourth than the opposition. Is that what we're seeing here?
You're seeing it with wide receivers. You see it all the way across on defense. They're still fresh. And the other thing is, as soon as Emmitt went out, the defense picked it up, and the offense now knows the defense can pick it up. All we have to do is score.
Second down and 5. Fake to Hill. Bono. Oh, it's hit. Fumbles. Darren Smith could go all the way. Smith has one man to beat. Tim Grunard gets caught from behind inside the 10. Flag is down. Greg Hill, racing from 20 yards back, made the tackle.
I'll tell you what, after you describe the hit, I'm going to tell you about Grunard. You talk about a guy that can move the center.
Well, one thing the Dallas Cowboy defense was not going to let the Kansas City offense do is run these bootlegs. They were going to keep Steve Bono in the pocket to make him throw it. There was a good example of it. That's why he calls the fumble.
All right, now here's the fumble. That's Tony Tobert. Tobert is hitting right here. Boom, the ball goes down. Now, number 61 is the center, Grunard. You see him being blocked right there? Now watch who gets downfield, outruns the linebacker, and forces his team to come back in from the other side. Now there's Hill, but look at 61, Grunard, the center, who was behind him when he picked up the ball. That is some kind of hustle.
Well, credit Tolbert forcing the second fumble this year, and Darren Smith, with a penalty against Kansas City half the distance, takes it to the 4-yard line. What a turnabout with Bono and the Chiefs with momentum trying to cut into that 21-12 lead and down to the 15. And suddenly it's the Cowboys only 4 yards away from adding to their 9-point lead.
Kansas City had everything going its way on offense, but then the Dallas defense, like we said earlier, they've been waiting all day for these bootlegs. Charles Haley and Tony Tolbert told us they were not going to let Steve Bono fake one way and roll out and get those cheap passing yards.
Sherman Williams now behind Darrell Johnston. Maybe a yard into the center of that Kansas City defense. And the irony of all this is the Chiefs are the kings of the turnovers. They have a +11 on the year. In the 90s, they're so far ahead. There are twice the number of turnovers of the team, the Giants, in second place. And that is the first turnover of this game. And it goes big against Kansas City.
You got a feeling maybe we may be watching Super Bowl 29.5 today? Because we got 30.
Aikman with a fake. Novacek well covered. Trying to weave his way through 3 defenders. We saw Jerry Jones from his luxury box earlier. He has since made the elevator trip down to the field to console Emmitt Smith.
Well, that kind of tells me, that warns me, Dick, that could be some bad news, that he's trying to come down and console him, like it could be more than just a game or 2 out, that it could be a serious injury to his knee.
We're going to take Smith into the x-ray room, sprained left knee. Meanwhile, 3rd and goal for Aikman at the 4.
Oh, offside.
Throw is incomplete, and another flag as Hasty defends Michael Irvin.
No, the flag was not against Hasty. That was a late one coming out, Dick, and it was right there in front of him, so it looked like it might have been interference, too. It was just offside is all it was.
Offside, number 50. Equidistance to the goal. Repeat, 3rd down.
3rd and goal from the 2 as they have Emmitt Smith aboard, and the car taking him back to the Dallas Cowboy locker room and for x-rays, and those pictures will be as important as any seen in Dallas over this Thanksgiving holiday.
So Jerry Jones on the field. I love what he told Mike Ditka a week ago. I paid $140 million. I can go down the field anytime I want.
Again, the body language of Emmitt Smith and the people around him does tend to make me believe that this could be a serious injury to his knee.
We have a timeout with 11:04 left in the 4th quarter.
Aptiva from IBM. See and hear me at Radio Shack.
Do not worship me!
Ace Ventura is back. Jim Carrey is kooky. Ace Ventura, when nature calls.
Get it away!
Rated PG-13. Now playing at a theater near you.
Get up and at 'em Friday, because JCPenney opens extra early for store-wide doorbuster savings. Save an additional 10% on select sale items from 7 a.m. to noon, Friday only. JCPenney, doing it right.
This isn't just any sport utility vehicle. It's the first one from a luxury car maker. With heated seats, retractable mirrors, and power moonroof. The new Acura SLX. It's the most civilized way to leave civilization.
11 and change left in the fourth with the Cowboys at the door. 21-12. This is just moments ago. Jim Gray down in the tunnel that leads up to the locker room.
All right, Dick. Well, Emmitt Smith came off the field. The doctors and the trainers for the Cowboys told me it's a sprained knee. They're going to x-ray it right now to determine the severity. All I can tell you is Emmitt is in quite a bit of pain, and he had tears in his eyes as he went into the locker room on that stretcher. Dick?
All right, Jim, if you hear anything else, I know you'll call in. Big play here for the Chiefs defense to stay in the game. 3rd and goal at the 2. Aikman. Darrell Johnston was well covered by Doug Terry. Terry, the star of the win against Houston on Sunday night with that big fumble forcing hit.
Well, you know, it's really something unusual because we showed you a graphic of the Dallas Cowboys early inside the 20-yard line in the red zone of how they score. And here's Emmitt Smith, not in the football game, Dick. They get the ball down there inside the 10-yard line, and the only part that they moved was on a penalty.
Yeah, they actually had 4 chances with the penalty to knock it in from the 4. Now settled for the 20-yard field goal attempt by Boniol. And he easily knocks it through. It's 24-12, and Kansas City still within 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, a lot of times the Dallas Cowboys, they get down near the goal line on 3rd and 2. I would say it's at least 50-50 they're going to run it or throw it. And Emmitt Smith out of there, it's probably 100% pass.
Today, the MetLife blimp cruising the skies above Texas Stadium, and how beautiful the day. Powered by twin engines, capable of reaching speeds greater than 57 miles an hour. Snoopy 1 can navigate at altitudes in excess of 6,000 feet and prefers drumsticks. Thank you on this Thanksgiving Day.
Isn't that a beautiful picture, though?
That old line by Texas Ram put the roof in the arena so that God could see his team. Further update on Emmitt Smith. Let's go back to Jim Gray.
Okay, thank you very much, Dick. I'm joined by Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboy. Jerry, I put you in this situation as a medical doctor, but you spoke with Emmitt Smith. What's wrong and what's the prognosis?
Well, we spoke with our trainers, and injuries hurt his knee. We'll do an MRI on it tomorrow. He's through for the night today, and we hope that it's stable. Our trainer is optimistic. It's difficult to tell if there's any looseness right now, but it is his knee, and we'll see how severe it is tomorrow.
The severity will be determined over a 24-hour period.
Correct.
Do you have any early indication, though?
No, after we have an MRI, and they gave us some hope, it wasn't as loose as all the other knees we've seen that need to be operated on.
Jerry, thank you. If you get any further information, get back to us. Dick?
All right, Jim. Vanover with a kick return out to the 27-28 where Billy Davis made the tackle. Now Steve Bono with plenty of time, 10:45. Remember, Kansas City has spent 1 timeout here in the second half, so they have but 2.
Hey, you got to like Jim Gray now. He said to Jerry Jones, if you get any more information, get back to us on that, will you?
And you know what? I think Jerry will.
I think so. Jim told him, get back to me as soon as you can.
It's a great throw, and he's dragged down by Darren Smith.
He wanted that quick slant, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. You know, it's interesting. When we saw that long pass back in the last series, right before that fumble, they finally got the other corner, Larry Brown, singled up on a receiver one-on-one. And I would think they're going to try to do that again, but the Cowboys should be pretty smart and just keep Dion in the singles.
Brown is playing the defensive defensive right side. To the left is Dion against Lake Dawson. Underneath they go. Slips away across the 40 or to the 40, enough for a first down. 10 yards for Anders, who leads the Chiefs, coming in with 47 catches.
Well, let's take a look right here. Here's Deion Sanders. Now look, this is on the far left hash. Look where the rest of the Cowboys are. They're going to let him cover this whole area of the field. And really, Steve Bono again wanted to throw the ball down here to the single coverage, but you just can't. He's got it well covered.
Kimball Andrews did a great job on Dixon Edwards. He just pulled back a little bit, let him commit himself, and then picked up the first down.
It's 40 seconds remaining to Vanover. And Vanover tackles again. Oh, he is tough to the 46-yard line. Those are the kinds of moves where you're being hit and bombarded from all sides, where the ball often pops free, but he doesn't fumble much.
You see what he did, though? As soon as he caught the ball, watch what Vanover, number 87, does. Watch the explosion. Now, straight up the field. I don't care who's out there. He's going up. He almost broke the tackle.
You think he hasn't had an influence today? 212 yards from Vanover. 108 on kickoff. There you see it, 12 punt. 85 on receptions and 7 more on a rush.
He should throw one somewhere along here, shouldn't he?
On second down, it's Leroy Thompson to the 50 and very close to that stick. We'll see if they move the chains. Russell Maryland makes the tackle. It is a first down. Clock running, 8:43. Michael Irvin watches as he and Aikman, I'm sure all the Cowboys and their fans, their thoughts are back in that Dallas locker room, hoping that Emmitt isn't seriously injured.
Well, the good news we heard, though, is the knee is stable, and it didn't move around when the doctors were shaking it, so that tends to, you hope, you believe that it's not a serious injury.
Bono goes long for Davis, and Dion limping as he pulls up. But he has enough speed when he needs it to cover.
You know, when you look at this thing, though, with Davis, Dick, and you just wonder, now, could Dion have gone inside? I think Dion knows that the ball's overthrown. Can he get inside? Look, he is right there.
But there's a good shot right there. One thing Steve Bono's got to do in those situations, Dion right here, watch him. He's on the outside. Lead the receiver across the field, not up it. When you lead the receiver up the field, Dion's going to outrun you, but across the field, the receiver can keep Dion behind him.
18 for 32, 260 yards throwing, gets another 10. No catch is the call against Webster Slaughter. Jerry Switzer said that's good officiating.
I think Webster Slaughter, what he did, though, he went down a little bit too soon on this play. He should have come back just a little bit further. He's down on his knees. Well, I'll tell you, that is very close.
No, he's got it between his knees. That wedge between his knees on the ground. See? No catch.
There it is. That's when it touches.
Oh, 3rd and 10. Bono against Sanders and overthrows. Lake Dawson, the target. Tony Tolbert, who forced the fumble earlier, hit Bono as he released.
They're going to go. They're going to punt the ball away. They have 8 minutes and 2 seconds. The Chiefs, 2 timeouts. That's all they have left. That pass, you know, you complete one against Dion.
No, you complete, Larry. Yeah, on the outside you did.
One.
Right.
One. Yeah, you're going to go over there on 3rd and 10. I mean, there are other places to go in this field.
Well, they should be convinced that you just can't get deep on him on these post patterns, but they keep trying them. So
Aguiar hits it high. Williams forced ball for the fair catch at the 13-yard line. 37 on the punt.
Babe Ruth hit 714 home runs. But you know, he also struck out 1,330 times.
Oh, my.
This is the fabric of our lives. This is cotton.
What is thy bidding, my master?
There is a great disturbance in the Force. Get his battery.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Still going. Long-lasting Energizer batteries keep going and going.
4th inches, Coach Bannon, he likes to punt.
Huh? No way.
Oh.
Check this out.
Attention, Coach Bannon.
Go for it.
Be the man.
Oh, what do you know, Steve? They're going to go for it. Just a reminder, when you've got the great taste of an ice-cold Miller Lite, life is good.
Do you like my new hat?
Kozak drops back to pass.
Jones is open in the end zone.
Throws it to Jones, who drops the ball. Bad call. Should have punted. Yep.
This Thanksgiving, guess who's coming to dinner?
Where are you, little...
The #1 comedy of all time.
Yes!
A Thanksgiving tradition, Home Alone. Then,
Mass casualty alert.
we saved it for a special night, the classic Blizzard episode.
God bless you, Dr. Green.
ER following Home Alone, NBC tonight.
Neil Smith, his hero or heroine, said my mom, Letitia. She raised 3 of us, and if I could be like anyone, be like her. And she's the greatest cook. We saw her at work in New Orleans last year, fed the whole Chiefs team, making her favorite sweet potato pie. Boy, and I tell you what, it is low calorie.
Well, that's unsalted butter. Look how good that is.
Oh, boy. You think that's it? Wouldn't you love to have a taste of the final product, Paul? I mean, wouldn't you just, with enough to make a grown man salivate, isn't it?
Give me a piece.
This has been hand-delivered all the way from the Smith household,
and give me some?
so that we could share on this Thanksgiving Day. All right, I'm just going to let you have a little bit of it.
Be careful with your fingers, Dick. There you go.
What do you think?
I don't know yet.
Hey, Paul.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Wait a minute.
Have you ever tasted anything you didn't like? That's what I want to know.
No, not good.
Aikman from his own end zone pumps, throws long, incomplete. Mark Collins and James Hasty double cover Michael Irvin. And Dion, you wonder, Dion keeps playing with that groin pull, and you've gone through that and seen teammates, Phil, and you just wonder, even with the extra days off, to get ready for Washington a week from Sunday, if Dion might be better off taking a day off.
Well, I think it's a blessing in disguise for the Cowboys. Of course, they get these few extra days, and it was really, honestly, it was a little touch and go whether he would even play defense today. So it's getting better, and with the 10 days off before the next game, he should be completely healthy.
That stops the clock for Kansas City. The incomplete pass, Sherman Williams to the 12-yard line, and protecting the ball. I'm sure well instructed in that regard is a magnificent day for this Thanksgiving, and Texas comes to an end.
Dick, at the end of the first quarter, Michael Irvin had what? How many catches?
Michael Irvin.
We're in Irving. Irvin had what? 9, 10?
9 for 107 yards.
And he still has what? 9 for 107 yards and 1 touchdown. He hadn't caught a pass since the first quarter. I mean, that's, to me, is incredible.
Well, he did a full day work in the first quarter. That's why he hasn't.
Big play for Kansas City. They give it to Williams on the reverse. Kevin Williams to the 19, first down. Well, they used that play and have since Jimmy Johnson drafted Kevin Williams, and it seems to always give you positive yards.
Well, it was a good job of the Dallas offense, faking like they're going to go left, and here comes Williams around the right side. The Kansas City defense overreacts, going the wrong way. That's why he's able to pick up the first down easily.
Boy, big old Nate Newton out there. He just blocked out the hole in the roof there so that they couldn't see who had the ball.
He brought that
goat is going to taste good tonight for old Nate. Irvin, there's a catch for him, but it's only good for 2 yards out to the 21. George Jameson, the tackler. With that offensive line, we had our experts call the turkey people and said that the average, if you're going to cook a turkey, you want to figure each person's going to eat about 1.5 pounds. So if you have 4 people eating, you want at least a 6-pound bird, right? Well, what if you have 2 and 8? What if you invite Old Nate in there to eat? And how about Donaldson? And even a substitute Kennard. We'll get back to it. Don't gobble it up yet. Sherman Williams battle his way to a first down. Out to the 32. And Neil Smith. And Kevin Williams, a little push. 10 yards on the run and a first down. Let's see, those guys still eating, you suppose, that offensive line? Allen, he enjoys a good piece of turkey, and so does Eric Williams. But if you're going to cook for those 5 guys, our experts say you better get 2 20-pound turkeys.
And no leftovers?
Nothing left. You know what? They may be right. That might even work in this booth. First down, that's Johnson. And he straightened up. Davis and Nickel and others. Timeout called by Kansas City with 5:09 remaining in the fourth, and Marty Schottenheimer now has but 1 timeout left. It's 24-12. The Cowboys trying to hand Kansas City its 2nd defeat of the year.
Maybe you helped and didn't know it, or were part of it and just forgot. If you joined the American Express Charge Against Hunger over the last 2 years, you made a difference. But the fight isn't over. Every time you use your American Express card, we'll give to Share Our Strength, a leading anti-hunger group. Because now through December 31st, the Charge Against Hunger is on again.
Reach your arms out and help someone.
Hey, there are more presents to open.
Okay, Dad.
The compact Rosario. Has it changed your life yet?
I don't care what it takes. You get me Dion.
Dion! Are you ready?
I was born ready. Run, cowboy.
Dang, if I had 11 men like that, I could rule the world.
Oh, not now. It's 1 in the morning. My brain's fried. Just give me your CD drive. Give it a rest, will ya?
The compact LTE 5000. Has it changed your life yet?
Sunday at 12:30 Eastern, an NFL on NBC doubleheader. First, Jim Kelly, Bruce Smith, and the AFC East leading Bills host Drew Bledsoe and the Patriots. Then, triple threat Cordell Stewart and the red-hot first-place Steelers battle the Browns. Or regional action.
The NFL on NBC, home of Super Bowl 30.
So the Kansas City Chiefs, who came here hoping to steal a win against the highly favored Dallas Cowboys. Fans with their signs. Kansas, oh, Santa's a Kansas City fan.
Came from Pittsburgh.
It's on 2nd down. Roll by Aikman. Irvin with a catch. Hit by Dale Carter. And Irvin, Jaw Jackson, Carter and Irvin go at each other.
I'll tell you, that was some kind of hit by Carter. And these guys, you know, Kansas City may be beaten in this ball game, but they're still not. They're going to let some people know on the way out. Look at these guys. They're fighting all the way up the field. Carter staying with him. Irvin comes back. Irvin comes back. And Carter, bam, in the back. I mean, that's legal. There's nothing wrong with that.
Good job of holding on that ball with 2 hands. You saw Mike Irvin. Also, an excellent throw by Troy Aikman, who was moving to his right and going towards the sideline, able to get enough on the ball to get it down the field.
5 minutes, stop the clock out of bounds. He said he used to carry the ball 20 times a game at Syracuse, so he said, I wasn't just a blocker, but of course he's filled that role so magnificently that the whole league has recognized him with 2 straight Pro Bowl appearances.
Well, he didn't have Emmitt Smith in the backfield with him at Syracuse either, so that's one of the reasons why he's not getting it down here.
Well, you know, he's from Youngstown, New York, which is right outside of Buffalo.
Not Youngstown, Ohio, but Youngstown, that's a little, about 2,500 or so, right?
Yeah, a little town outside of Buffalo. But I'll tell you the one thing about this guy, when we talked to him yesterday, the nice thing about him, Dick, of all the guys we talked talked to during the course of the year, there are role players. He knows his role. He's accepted it from the day he came here. He knows that he's a blocker first, runner second, and maybe catch a ball once in a while. But this guy is a complete football player.
Complimentary player is what coaches call them. They do indeed compliment. NBC's Thanksgiving holiday extravaganza continues Sunday with Jurassic Park, one of the biggest motion pictures of all time. Sunday at a special time, mark it down, 8:30, 7:30 Central, from director Steven Spielberg. Jurassic Park, Sunday on NBC.
I wonder, would that be good eating? I mean, you think they had that like Thanksgiving Day?
Not if you have goat as a choice.
I'm telling you, folks. I mean, I don't know how many people in this country has had goat. I imagine a lot of them.
Well, you know, wait, you asked Jerry Jones, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I've had goat."
Barbecue. He said a lot of barbecue.
Marinate and barbecue. That's what you do.
But Nate said, "I just had goat." He didn't. He just ate it.
Said he might have one drumstick, but if he has it, he wants it all the way down, including the thigh, and some French fries. The toss to Williams. Young legs. All the way to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is what is so impressive about this Dallas Cowboy offense. Here it is late in the game. They're trying to eat up some clock. This is fourth straight first down they've gotten. You know they're going to run the football. And look at the hole. The offensive line opens up. Williams, nobody really to avoid there right there. And finally, the safety, William White, comes over to make the play to stop Williams from scoring a touchdown.
You know, Williams is averaging 5 yards a carry. His little reserve work for Emmitt Smith had 161 yards coming in. He's 5 for 41 over an 8-yard average today. He does paint a nice picture in that open field.
Well,
down at the 30 this time.
Dick, let's go back to the three things I said. Who were the most important? Was it Aikman, was it Emmitt, or was it Irvin? Now, it's the offensive line. I'm going to tell you what, take all those other ingredients out, look at these guys, and then we go back to what Marty Schottenheimer told us. We may have the best 46 players better than this team here. Well, I'll tell you what, their 22, as he said, are probably better than ours. They're starters, and I think they're showing that.
Well, you got to remember the Cowboys now, they have about 8 players that do 95% of the work, so that 46, it's hard for you to make analogies sometimes about your whole team because so few really figure into making those big plays.
3 minutes to go. They give to Williams, and no hole that time. Williams stuffed by Dan Seliamua. You know, we should mention, and Phil, you were talking about the league as they have Irvin and Carter. Probably this is a rebound, an echo, if you will, from their confrontation on the sidelines.
He wants one of the officials wants somebody thrown out of the ball game. Now Carter was being held by the official, and then he's pushing the official. That's something you just don't do. Here they go. These two guys are going at it.
Wow, yes.
They're swinging. Now look and see when they grab each other's face mask.
Got a personal foul. Number 34. For kicking after the play, after the skirmish is broken up, and he's ejected.
They got him for the kick, and all of that didn't count, but the kick did.
All right, 34 is Carter, folks. Here's the kick on it. Yeah, that's old karate move. But, you know.
Oh, another kick. There was the one.
There's a double kick.
Out.
And that's when they threw the flag. But all the face mask stuff didn't mean anything, Dick.
Oh.
So the field judge throws it.
Reflecting perhaps the frustration of this Kansas City team. They came in on an emotional high, best record in the NFL, chance to prove itself in Dallas. And it's come up empty for them.
I have to wonder if some of that by Michael Irvin going after these defensive backs, are they retaliating for Deion Sanders the way the Kansas City receivers went after him early in the game, going low, trying to cut him.
Well, and Irvin, you could see him intimidating off the line of scrimmage. He headbutted Carter a couple of times to start it, and he taunted him after that play on the sidelines, and the younger player, Carter, was baited perhaps.
And isn't it almost every time, Dick, the second guy gets caught? I mean, they don't see the first hit, the one that antagonizes the player, then the second one.
Well, when you throw a kick like he did in there, that's...
you got to go.
You got to go. That's right.
I just read Marty's lips, and he's saying to Carter, but you cost us a first down.
Well, and he's coaching for the next game. You can't let your cornerback hurt your team. 2:29. Williams hitting the backfield. Still on his feet and then loses a yard. Well, part of the frustration for Carter, Irvin, 11 catches, 121 yards, and a touchdown early. We approach the 2-minute timeout. The Chiefs have no more timeouts. Well, the pain in the face of Dale Carter. His Thanksgiving Day is finished.
AT&T presents A Sure Thing, or is it? On the opening kickoff of Super Bowl 25, the Bills' Don Smith had a clear lane to the end zone for a sure touchdown. But how sure was it?
In business, you can't always count on having enough time. But you can count on AT&T, because only AT&T guarantees you a competitive price. Our 1-800-COMPARE Center will give you an immediate side-by-side price comparison. And we're so sure that our prices are competitive that if you don't agree, we'll give you 1 month's worth of long distance up to $500. These days, you can't count on much, but you can count on AT&T for the life of your business.
Smith's clear path to touchdown glory hit a detour when Giant kicker Matt Barr wrestled him to the turf.
Big run 30. Barr picks him up.
Matt Barr, the littlest Giant. Proof that in the NFL, there's no such thing as a sure thing.
Hey Santa, where do I begin? Friday, Sears is open early for 3 hours of savings, like 50% off this Craftsman 9-piece wrench set or 22-piece socket set. Come see the merry side of Sears.
The Braun Oral-B Plaque Remover has a unique cup-shaped brush head that removes plaque more effectively than a manual toothbrush, leaving your teeth so clean you can feel it. The Braun Oral-B Plaque Remover cleans better than a manual toothbrush.
Saturday at 2 Eastern on NBC. A New Orleans tradition like no other. Living legend Eddie Robinson leads his Grambling State Tigers against the Jaguars of Southern University. Plus, the spectacular Battle of the Bands at halftime. The Bayou Classic, Saturday on NBC.
Well, a beautiful look at downtown Dallas from the MetLife Blimp. Snoopy 1. Thanks for providing the coverage of today's game from Texas Stadium. The MetLife Blimp, much like us at NBC Sports, does not require a home base. Constantly on the road, logging over 60,000 miles a year. Sherman Williams. And pushed out of bounds at the 13.
Well, it looked like offside by Kansas City, but the flags were just a tad late. You know, I love this time of the year, Dick. I'm telling you, right after Thanksgiving, I start rooting for Santa Claus. I love that guy.
Offside. Number 97 of the defense. 5 yards. Still second down.
Hat-trick for Sally Amua. Third offside.
There he is.
There's your man, Paul. He's got his eye on you, too, Paul.
I bring this up because, you know, where your son keeps looking up the chimney. He wants to know
my 7-year-old, I catch him about twice a week looking up the chimneys. Got a quizzical look. I said, you just got to figure out that's why he's Santa. That's how he does it. Who else could?
The big question is, Paul, were you a good boy this year? Are you going to get something good?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want a tricycle.
With heavy-duty wheels.
Williams darts to the 8. Tracy Rogers makes the tackle. Well, Lamar Hunt, who lives here in Dallas, one of the founders of the American Football League, thought he'd be an NFL owner, and going to Minnesota, he had the Dallas Texans for 3 years, and then they became the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the most respected men in football. A disappointing time. His hometown, a chance for him to really show that the AFC had a powerhouse team, a team 10-1 that was not deserving of being, what, 11-point underdog, whatever it was. They trailed by 12. 3rd and 3, no way to stop the clock. Williams pinned at the 6-yard line by Tracy Rogers. Well, this really has been an important game for the Oakland Raiders to watch. The Raiders also defeated by Dallas. If Kansas City, and we're presuming they're going to lose 10-3, and if the Raiders beat San Diego, it's the Raiders in Kansas City a week from Sunday.
That's right, and we'll be out there to watch that game. And I think a big question is, it looks like Jeff Hostetler is not going to play Monday night against the San Diego Chargers. So if the Raiders somehow can win that football game, it gives them a chance the following week to come in and play for the division tie for the Kansas City Chiefs.
4th down. Clock running. Williams to the 6-yard line. That won't be enough, and the clock stopped on the change of possession. Kansas City with 26 seconds gets it back at the 6-yard line.
Maybe a moot point, but I'll tell you right now, I like the fact that the Dallas Cowboys were up by 12 points. There's no sense in kicking a field goal and burying this team. They went for it on 4th down, got the clock running, maybe took off 4 or 5 seconds. Here's Kansas City, no timeouts, 24 to 12, 26 seconds to go, and they've got 94 yards to go. Nothing happened.
And also, don't take the chance of getting it blocked and running back for a touchdown and giving the team what little opportunity there is.
But the victory has a hollow aspect. Ray Donaldson, a fractured leg early, and we wait the word tomorrow of the examination of the very high-priced knee of Emmitt Smith. I don't think there's anyone that loves the game of football that won't be rooting for Emmitt Smith. You want to see him back and playing. He's one of the superstars and supermen. And a flag down.
Half the distance to the goal. It's still 1st down.
Cowboys used up 7.5 minutes, 15 plays on that drive when Kansas City ran out of timeouts. Well executed. And Sherman Williams showed that at least for that drive was an able substitute. Nate Newton going to see he's got about 20 of his family here from Orlando.
He's looking for the turkey.
High school coach Lake Dawson hit at the 12-yard line.
Nate said, I'm not eating turkey. I'm eating ham. I'm eating ham. I've been eating. I'm eating ham all year long.
That's Trey there. Nate Newton the third. Bono to Dawson. Hit by Bryce. As the game comes to an end. Dallas 10-2. Kansas City 10-2. The Cowboys win it 24-12. Their Thanksgiving Day record now 19-8-1. And while Kansas City had its moments, Dallas was a rather convincing winner. Aikman did his part. Irvin certainly had a huge game, especially the first half, that spectacular catch. But the downside is Emmitt Smith on a day where he went over the 1,400-yard mark with an injured knee. Stand by. We'll be back with a word, hopefully, from one of the players and coaches in just a moment.
Honey, where's the remote?
Just use the remote locator, dear.
With Magnavox, you just push a button, and the exclusive remote locator beeps, telling you where it is. At Magnavox, we make technology people want. Smart. Very smart.
There are more than 77 million parents in America today. 77 million moms and dads all doing the same thing, worrying about their kids. That's why you need Chevy Lumina, a car you can trust. Lumina offers an integrated child safety package. Few cars can offer your kids this protection, and no car in its class can offer it for the price of a Lumina. For 77 million of you, that's one less thing to worry about. That's genuine Chevrolet.
Maybe you helped and didn't know it, or were part of it and just forgot. If you joined the American Express charge against hunger over the last 2 years, you made a difference. But the fight isn't over. Every time you use your American Express card, we'll give to Share Our Strength, a leading anti-hunger group. Because now through December 31st, the charge against hunger is on again.
Reach your arms out and help someone.
The issue is fleet safety. Liberty Mutual is the only insurer to operate its own driver-trainer facility, where one customer learned new ways to drive down accidents by 70%. Can your company use a crash course? Liberty Mutual, facing the issues that face our customers.
Friday is the network premiere.
Oh, man, I'm gonna die.
Media West events.
Ducks or what?
The Mighty Ducks, Friday at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Don't leave me hanging like this.
Do you believe that there's life on other planets?
They're watching.
We gotta get out of here.
What are you trying to protect her from? They're waiting.
What really happened? I don't remember.
Somebody's not telling the whole story.
They're coming.
This is getting weird.
Marquee Post, Visitors of the Night, NBC, Monday.
Welcome back to Dallas. The Cowboys win today on Thanksgiving, 24-12. I'm now joined by Troy Aikman. Troy, can you update us on the status of Emmitt Smith?
Well, you know, from what I was told, it looks like he's got a sprained medial collateral, and then as far as the ACL goes, they don't know at this point. He'll have the MRIs done, and probably this evening or early in the morning, and see what the extent of that is. But it doesn't look real good for us right now. We're keeping our fingers crossed that it's not as bad as what it may look.
Now, you've had this injury. This is nothing you can come back from in a week or two, is it?
Well, it's I've had the medial collateral sprain, and it's I couldn't come back, and I couldn't imagine a running back coming back. And you know, I missed 2 games with mine. Was iffy going into the 3rd, but played. Hopefully, it's not too bad of a sprain. And like I said, we'll know more once he gets the MRIs done.
Everybody always talks about what happens if one of the triplets goes down. How will that change the complexion of this team, and is it devastating?
Well, you know, it obviously we're a better football team with them, but Sherman Williams came in and did an outstanding job for us. And you know, we've had injuries in the past, and we've got to approach this one like we have in previous seasons, and that is we've got to move forward. And we hope that Emma gets back and healthy with us very soon. But in the meantime, we can't let that keep us from setting our sights on what it is we came into this season to do.
Troy, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving
Thanks,
to you.
Jim. You too.
Enjoy your turkey. Let's go back upstairs to Dick Ember.
Once again, the final score, Dallas 24, Kansas City 12. Saturday at 2, NBC presents the Bayou Classic as Eddie Robinson's Grambling Tigers take on Southern University. And NFL action returns Sunday starting at 12:30 Eastern. Doubleheader. You'll see most of you, Jim Kelly and the Bills take on the Patriots. Game 2, most of you will see the Steelers and Browns. Tonight, NBC's Happy Thanksgiving Extravaganza begins with Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin stars in the #1 comedy hit of all time. That's tonight at 8, 7 Central on NBC. For Paul McGuire and Phil Sims, I'm Dick Enberg saying Happy Thanksgiving and so long. From Dallas, this has been a presentation of NBC Sports.
Super Bowl 30, the NBA All-Star Game, the PGA Tour and the U.S. Open, the NBA Finals, the Olympic Games, all on America's sports leader, NBC.
This Thanksgiving, guess who's coming to dinner?